Hello friends, you all are welcome in my channel College Botany, online free learning. This is your the first lecture and the topic, the unit number 1, that is a carbohydrate. You are going to learning the carbohydrate. So see here, the BSc part 3rd, semester 6, the paper number is 13 and its code is DSE F25. The title of this paper is Plant Biochemistry and Molecular Biology. The syllabus includes the introduction and the classification of carbohydrates, the structure and properties of the type of carbohydrates, that are the monosaccharides, oligosaccharides and polysaccharides. The monosaccharides, its examples are the ribose and glucose. The ribose is the pentose sugar and glucose is a hexose sugar. The oligosaccharides are further divided on the basis of how many monomers are there, that is a disaccharide, trisaccharide, tetrasaccharides, then pentasaccharides, like that way. So the sucrose is a disaccharide, that example we will learn here, and polysaccharides, the example is a starch. Then the isomerism, its types of isomers, their structural and stereoisomer characteristic features of carbohydrates we will learn here in this point. And last point, that is the significance of a carbohydrate. So you all are welcome. You are looking our diet dish, our food plate, and you are looking here the rice, then curry, curd, then you are looking here the tomato, lemon, then also you are looking cucumber, onion you are looking here, then you are looking the poli, chapati and bhaji. So this is our dish, that is our food we are eating in a lunch and dinner. So what is the basic composition of this dish? Chemically, what the dish contains? So chemically, the dish containing carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur like elements. So chemically, these are the elements. But biochemically, one can be say as this dish comprise the carbohydrates. Chapati, poli, bhakri, that contain carbohydrates. Rice contain maximum carbohydrate, or bhaji contain maximum carbohydrate. Curry contain carbohydrate. But curd contain proteins, other elements. See here, this is the photo that showing the meat. The meat consisting maximum protein. The fish meat, chicken meat, goat meat, eggs, almond, this consisting maximum protein. Now this is the oily food. It contains maximum oil, that we can be say as fat, we can say as a lipids. So broadly, biochemically, there are three type of biomolecules that are called as carbohydrates, lipids, protein, and one more is there, that is called as a nucleic acid. So four biomolecules are there: carbohydrate, lipid, protein, and nucleic acids such as a DNA and a RNA. Now our focus is on carbohydrates. So where the carbohydrates are present, in which food they are maximum? Generally the carbohydrates are maximum in the cereal grains, potato, corn, peanut, bread, banana, cherry, strawberry. They are maximum in these food items. As I told you, the cereal grains consisting maximum carbohydrates. Cereals like jowar, wheat, bajra, rye, and many more consisting the carbohydrate. So come to our topic, introduction to the carbohydrates. So we all knowing that the carbohydrates are compounds normally characterized by having carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, where the proportion of hydrogen and oxygen is the same as to the water molecule, that is a 2:1. But this rule is not applicable to the all kind of carbohydrates. The deoxyribose consisting 10 hydrogen and 4 oxygen. Its formula is C5H10O4, whereas the lactic acid consisting the 5 hydrogen and only 1 oxygen. Rhamnose consisting 12 hydrogen and 5 oxygen. So these are some exceptions. Beside to that all, the chitin is one kind of a carbohydrate that is present in the fungi cell wall, and that consisting the nitrogen in its structure. So carbohydrates are among the most widely distributed compound in the plant and animals. They are widely distributed in the plant kingdom and animal kingdom. The carbohydrates are synthesized by the plants through a process of photosynthesis. We all knowing that the plant get the solar energy, convert into the chemical energy in the form of carbohydrate, and these carbohydrates are made available to the other heterotrophic living organisms and sustain their life. So plant has only capacity to synthesize the food material, that's why they are called as autotrophs. Whereas the other living organisms, they are depends upon the plant, and that's why they are called as heterotrophs. So basically the plant can only synthesize the carbohydrates. These carbohydrates act as a structural component as well as the functional component. The carbohydrate is one of the most important energy source. Energy in the form of ATP gets synthesized from the carbohydrate. The energy liberated that gets stored in the ATP, and this ATP get translocated throughout the plant and animal body, provide the energy. And also the carbohydrates are acting as a structural component. Structural component means what? Every cell wall consisting cellulose. So cellulose is nothing but a carbohydrate. So in this way, the carbohydrate is acting as a structural component. Beside to that, the cellulose, hemicellulose, arabinose, heptulose, then pseudoheptulose, like carbohydrates are there in the cell wall. That's why the plant cells possesses the shape, size, structure. So it is a structural component. So we all knowing that the common carbohydrates are the glucose, we know it, glucose, fructose, lactose, and many more are there. So what are the carbohydrates? The carbohydrates are the hydrates of a carbon. What I said, they are the hydrates of a carbon. See here, the carbohydrates are aldehyde or ketone derivatives of polyhydroxy alcohol. This definition is very important. Carbohydrates are aldehyde and ketone derivatives of polyhydroxy alcohol. Polyhydroxy means many OH group, hydroxyl group containing alcohol is there, having aldehyde group or ketone group. That compounds are called as a carbohydrate. We can also define the carbohydrates are polyhydroxyaldehyde or polyhydroxyketone. So its empirical formula is CxH2OY. Generally, the monosaccharide consisting only one molecule, that is called as monomer. Oligosaccharide consisting 2 to 10 monomers, 2 to 10 monosaccharides. If the oligosaccharide consisting 2 monomers, they are called as disaccharides. If the oligosaccharide consisting 3 monomers, they are called as a trisaccharide. If consisting 4, called as tetrasaccharide. If consisting 5, called as a pentasaccharide. But more than 10 monomers, if suppose linked with each other to form a long chain, then that are called as a polysaccharides. So see here, the basic unit of all type of carbohydrate is monomers, that are called as monosaccharides. So almostly the glucose is acting as a basic unit. So almost all type of carbohydrate consisting glucose. Beside the glucose, fructose, xylose, mannose, then galactose are there. But a single unit of a carbohydrate is called as a monomers. So this is the classification of carbohydrate. So classification of carbohydrate is on the basis of the number of monomers present in it. If only one monomer is present, then that is called as a monosaccharides. If 2 to 10 monomers are present, they are called as a oligosaccharides, and more than 10 monomers linked with each other, then they are called as a polysaccharides. See here, the monosaccharides further divided into two types: monosaccharide, pure monosaccharides, and derived monosaccharides. So derived monosaccharide means the monosaccharide that get derived, obtained, formed from monosaccharide, but some other elements, some other kind of molecules get attached with monosaccharide, then that are called as a derived monosaccharides. So see here, look here on the screen, a monosaccharide. So monosaccharides, they are called as a Monomers, they are single units, they are single molecules and that are working as a carbohydrate, then they are called as a monosaccharides. So the monosaccharide further classified on the basis of nature of a carbonyl group, nature of a functional group, whether it consisting aldehyde group or whether it consisting the ketone group. So if it consisting aldehyde group, then they are called as a aldoses, and if they consisting ketone group, then they are called as a ketoses. Again, the monosaccharides are further divided on the basis of length of carbon chain. So length of carbon chain means number of carbon atoms present in it. If the monosaccharide consisting 3 carbon, then they are called as a trioses. If the monosaccharide monomer consisting 4 carbon, they are called as a tetroses. If they consisting the 5 carbon in its structure, then they are called as a pentoses, and if the monomers consisting 6 carbon in its structure, they are called as a hexoses. So trioses means 3 carbon containing monosaccharide. Its example is glyceraldehyde. Its formula is C3H6O3. The tetroses consisting 4 carbon, example is erythrose, and its formula is C4H10O4. Pentoses consisting 5 carbon in its structure, the example is ribose, deoxyribose. So C5H10O5 is the formula of ribose, and hexoses consisting the 6 carbon in its structure, and its example is a glucose, galactose, fructose. So these are the hexoses. Now the second type of carbohydrate, derived monosaccharides. So derived monosaccharide means to the monosaccharide molecule some other elements get attached to the carbon number 1 of a sugar is replaced by methyl radicals, then they are called as glycosides. If the phosphate group is attached to the sugar, they are called as a sugar phosphate. If carbon number 1 of glucose get oxidized to the carboxylic group, acidic group, then that is called as a gluconic acids. And if carbon number 6 of glucose get oxidized to the carboxylic group, acidic group, then called as a glucuronic acid. इथं लक्ष द्या, gluconic acid means carbon number 1 having a carboxylic group, and glucuronic acid means carbon number 6 get attached to the sugar, that is glucuronic acid, and if amino acid attached to the sugar, they are called as amino sugars. So these all are the derived monosaccharide. All these things we are going to learning in detail later on. Then the next type of carbohydrate is oligosaccharides. The oligosaccharide means the carbohydrate consisting 2 to 10 monosaccharide molecules, 2 to 10 monomers. If the carbohydrate consisting 2 monomers, then they are called as 2 monomers, then that are called as disaccharides. Example, maltose, lactose are the example of disaccharides. If the oligosaccharide consisting 3 monomers, then they are called as trisaccharides. The examples are raffinose, ribinose. If consisting four monomers, then they are called as a tetrasaccharides. The examples are stachyros, coriodos, and if consisting the 5 monomers, then they are called as a pentasaccharides. The example verbascots. So these are the oligosaccharides. And last type of carbohydrate is a polysaccharides. Poly means many. Many monomers, more than 10 monomers get linked with each other to form a long chain of a carbohydrate is called as a polysaccharides. If the polysaccharide consisting only one type of monomer, glucose like a monomers, then they are called as a homopolysaccharides. If polysaccharide consisting more than one monomers, different type of monomers, then they are called as a heteropolysaccharides. So this is the classification of carbohydrates that we have learned here now. Thank you very much.